Okay, here we go. We got demons, pirates, undead. I'm not trying to play dragons. All right, let's use secrets. And hopefully it's going to work out good. The new patch came out today, the buffs and the nerfs. Not only for Hearthstone, but for Battlegrounds too. So that's really cool. Okay, they're all good.
Oh, it's an ambush.
I don't like all of the heroes. I like about half of them. Yeah, those secrets can work out pretty good for the first few turns here.
Oh, that was quite the showdown.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking let's get to tier 2 right away.
You've staked quite the claim. Now you've got to defend it.
I have to give the Hearthstone developers credit. It seems like they care a lot more than they used to. And they're making a lot more changes than they used to. And they're moving a lot quicker than they used to.
Drag me away from this.
All right, we'll take him. Hopefully the knight will die first, because we want to buff him as fast as possible. I'll share with you a true story. A guy I know, Doug, he has a YouTube channel. He was ministering to a married couple. There we go, that'll work. Let's take a chance. What do we get? That will work. Let's taunt them up. So this young couple was having a lot of marriage trouble. Like it was devastating. I hope and I pray that I can remember the story correctly. But Doug had been ministering to them for a little while. And towards the end, he prayed for them a prayer. And listen to what happens. Let me see what we have.
Impressive. Remind me never to cross you. You've earned
We can see what we can get here. Okay, that'll work. We got a decent start. Yeah, I don't know about picking that taunt, but okay. So I guess the marriage advice he was giving them, maybe wasn't working that much. So on one of their final visits, he prayed for them And one of the things he prayed was, God, I prayed that you would heal their marriage and fix their marriage, even if you got to destroy mine.
Won't want to be messing with the likes of you again.
This isn't bad. I could level, I can grab them.
That one won't steer you wrong.
Okay, that's not a bad start. So he said, God, please, heal their marriage, fix their marriage. And he was passionate and putting his emotions into it. And he said, even if you got to take my marriage, fix theirs and heal theirs. And that was the prayer that he did.
Now you've got to defend it.
There we go. Of course. So what happened is, a little while later, his wife, I'm not sure if she packed up in secret. I think it was secret, but it's a little hard to remember. I watched his true story a few years ago. I think she packed up in secret, took their daughter, and ran away. And the last time I heard, so as far as a couple years ago, I'm not sure what's happening today, but as far as a couple years ago, he never heard from them again. Just imagine your wife or husband
Quite the claim.
leaves you in secret, takes your daughter, and runs away. And you don't know where they are? You don't know what they're doing? You don't know if they're okay? You don't know if they're dead? You don't know if they need help? You don't know anything. I wouldn't want to go through that. Okay, we have a good start here,
That was quite the show.
but how do we keep it going?
Now we're talking.
Okay. So, Doug, being a grown man, very strong man of God, very strong Christian man, a chosen one. I mean, he was crying. This is according to his own video that I watched.
Well, they'll be
He was
singing
crying.
tales
He
about
just
you
broke
now.
down. He was an absolute mess. And I would be too, and probably you. All of us. I had a wife leave in secret. I've been through that. It was terrible. It was terrible. And he's an absolute emotional mess right now. Now, this was years ago. Remember, please. Okay, we're on tier 5. What can we do?
Hard. They were fighting.
Let's go. I mean, we haven't lost yet. Let's go. I think we want to triple the knights for board space.
Well, they'll be singing tales about you now.
He has a Leroy. Look at that. Okay. So, this is what happened. He's crying and bawling in an absolute emotional mess. And he said, Lord, Lord, what happened? Why did you do this? And Jesus told him in a stern voice, what? You didn't think I would take you up on your prayer? You see, he prayed that the Lord would heal the couple's marriage, deliver their marriage, restore their marriage, fix their marriage, even if he had to take his marriage out. And Jesus tells him in a stern voice, what? You didn't think I would take you up on this? You see, children of God? We're not taking Jesus serious enough, are we?
Getting's good. The scourge will consume you.
Give me 1 second.
I got it. Second hand.
Okay. My wife texted me from work.
Always good to have backup.
We need to take Jesus seriously.
On the draw.
We don't need to be making him promises. We don't need to be telling him silly statements out of our pride and out of our anger and out of our rage. We need to fear him. We need to fear the Lord terribly. Then you might be thinking, well, Garrett, now I'm not going to fear God. I love him. I'm not going to fear God. Well, what is reverence? What is a reverent fear of God? Reverence is like when we fear God, when we're terrified of God, mixed in with love and respect. He's dead. Look at that. That's reverent fear. That's reverence for God.
They sure won't want to be messing with the likes
Oh,
of you.
we got a
man.
couple choices here.
Oh, that one looks real dangerous. Glad they're on your side. Get that gold while the getting's good.
The odds are in my favor.
What I'm concerned about is the board space. That's why I can't just take everybody. Do I want him?
Oh, that one looks real dangerous. Glad they're on your side.
All right. So, some of you might know, maybe some of you don't. I battled pornography on and off my entire adult life, starting as a teenager.
Guests a good time.
And the Lord has me going through this very difficult time of all kinds of lust and twisted sexual desires, and the flesh was just raging and the demons were raging. And to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, there were many months, even years where I was battling 10 to 13 addictions at the same time. All at the same time. That's how rough it was. And I contacted Doug. And I sent him a little email, you know, what I'm going through. And he gave me 2 different messages, but I'll just mention one of them in this video. He said, hey, Garrett, why don't you talk to a friend of mine? He might be able to help you. And I said, okay, thank you. And he gave me his Facebook, and I contacted his friend, and he was a man of God. Very kind, you know, very compassionate young man of God. And now I couldn't tell him what I was going through. What I went through was too much to be telling people. You don't just speak out and tell people about all these things. I was in the depths of hell. And that's according to Jesus himself, who sent me a message. And Jesus told me, Garrett, I'm going to be taking you down to the depths of hell for a while. And he did. And it was brutal. And I'm going through this diabolical evil. And the young man told me on Facebook, Garrett, if you want,
You got the gold.
I'll pray that the Lord will take it all away from you and give it to me. That's what he said. He wanted to pray that Jesus would take it away from me and give it all to him. Are you kidding me? He didn't have a clue what he was talking about. He didn't have a clue what he was about to pray. Thank God I had the wisdom to stop him immediately from talking like a fool. Now he loved me as a brother. He was very caring, very compassionate, very willing to talk, very willing to help. But he didn't know what he was about to pray. So somebody had to speak up and stop him, and I did. I stopped him.
You sure are quick on
Excuse
the
me.
draw. Never underestimate the power of a really shiny badge.
That divine shield every round has been really helping me, but it's also been hurting me too. Okay, I'm taking a loss here. I don't think we can beat this. Oh wow, look at that. I just got destroyed. Okay. As of right now, I cannot beat that player. So, what can we do?
They don't call it wild for nothing.
I can't tell you, men and women of God, how many times I prayed something and the Lord has done it. In fact, he almost always does it. Almost always.
Let's show our
And I've prayed for things where the Lord said, yes, Garrett, and started raining down hell on top of my head, because he has many methods of doing things in our lives. And one of them is using spiritual warfare as a tool to sanctify our souls. I guess we'll do that. What, for board space? Be careful what you're praying for.
Well, they'll be singing tales about you now.
I'll share with you a couple very dangerous types of prayers. When someone prays to the Lord and asks him to teach them spiritual warfare, the Lord is almost always going to say yes. And before you pray that, make sure you're ready. Make sure you're serious. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you know what you're praying. Because for the Lord to teach you spiritual warfare, he's going to bring the spiritual warfare. That's what he's going to do. How are we going to beat this guy with his pirates? How are we going to beat him? Leroy is... Okay, that'll work.
Oh, that one looks real dangerous. Glad they're on your side.
Leroy Jenkins!
We need the Leroy to kill his cleave. So his cleave is going to hit one of the taunts. The Leroy will kill one of them, but he has two of them.
Well, at the very least, they can be a distraction.
Wait, was that a mistake? I didn't need to taunt the Leroy. I'm not sure how we can beat him.
Well, they'll be singing tales about you now.
Divine Shield. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not fine. We actually want that one to die. Wow. It says we have a 22% chance to win. Okay, 22% chance to win. It came in. All right. That Leroy really helps.
Oh, that was quite the showdown.
So we need to triple Titus. That would be a miracle. And another Leroy, right? For those two cleaves he has. Okay, what's another dangerous prayer? We talked about praying to learn spiritual warfare. Praying to be more humble. Well, the Lord is going to bring experiences into your life to humble you. So make sure you're ready for that.
At the very least, they can be a distraction.
Leroy!
All right, so we have a Leroy. Wait, how do we do this? The Divine Shield has probably been the wrong play.
Well,
Some of you better than me probably know what to do there. I think bring somebody back to life with 1 health might be better. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, we lost this one for sure. My Leroys have got to hit him better. I've got to arrange them or do something better.
Here, this'll put grit in your craw.
We have to kill both of the cleaves. No, we don't want to triple her. No, basically we need a Titus. And take the taunt off of Leroy, I think. Right? Okay. This is the only thing I could think of is kind of arrange it like this. See, the Divine Shield, it doesn't... We want the first guy to die. The first taunt.
Now that was a fine move.
Okay, we got a triple. If he doesn't kill Titus, we have a chance. All right, let's see what happens. So where I'm going at is when you pray,
Don't spend it all at once.
expect the Lord to take you very seriously. Man, he's really damaging me here. Okay, that's really bad. That's really bad. All right. I mean, I'm not that far off from winning. This is the last round, so if you're gonna pray,
Come on, dust yourself
make
off.
sure
You can do this.
that you know
Good to have backup.
that you're ready to go through what the Lord is gonna bring you through. Expect Him to take your prayers seriously, to do most of them, and to make sure you're ready. All right. We have to kill both of his cleaves with 2 separate Leroys. The way I have them arranged right now is the only way, well, yeah, this is the only arrangement that can work. All right, let's see what happens.
You got the gold.
And let's make sure
All at once.
before we pray. Okay. Okay. We got rid of one of them. Now, how do we get the second one? He's dead. His cleave is dead. We have a 36% chance to win. There we go. Thank God. Thank God. All right. Okay, we're at 48.90. We're getting there. Praise God.